If you use Medisoft to bill for your medical practice or billing service, PaperlessDoc is the best way to send patient statements. Hi, I'm Jennifer Coe of PaperlessDoc 800-583-9257. Call me with questions. 800-583-9257. Why is it so frustrating to send statements with Medisoft? Even if you have electronic statements, it takes so long to create statements in Statement Manager, then create the batch. Electronic statements just save the time it takes to print and stuff the statements. PaperlessDoc does much more. Statement Manager sends all statements with a remainder if they are in sent or ready to send status. So, if you use a different electronic patient statement program or print statements from Medisoft, you need to find the statements you don't want to send again and change their status or write off the remainder. If you want to flag the delinquent patients, you have to do it yourself. PaperlessDoc automates away time-consuming tasks like this. Why spend your time on tasks PaperlessDoc can do for you? You don't want to waste your postage by sending statements to patients who aren't paying. So, with other methods, you find the ones with a cent count of 4, for example. Then look to see if the patient is making payments on a large charge. You'll understand how it works when I show you our setup screen. Once you have set up a practice, you don't need to look at this screen again unless you want to change something. You enter the number of times you want to resubmit a statement if the patient isn't paying. After sending a statement that many times with no payments, the patient is delinquent and PaperlessDoc stops sending statements to that patient. I've set it up to write off the delinquent balances up to $100 and change the color of everyone in the family to red, so you will know he owes money when he calls or comes in again. If a patient has received a statement in the last 30 days, he won't get another one in this batch. Medisoft and other electronic patient statement programs send statements for all charges with remainder balances. If you have charges too old to send on a statement, you can't even make a batch until you write off the old ones or change the status in Statement Manager. PaperlessDoc has an option to write off old charges. I have set this up to write off all charges if no one in the family has been seen since December of 2012. You put your logo and password on the setup screen, so sending a batch is all automatic. You don't have to go to a website or log in with a password. You indicate which credit cards you take. This practice takes Visa and MasterCard, but not Discover or American Express. You can put a general message that goes on all statements, and you can enter dunning messages that go on statements that are being sent a second, third, or fourth time, but only if the patient is not making payments. If he has made a payment since the last time he got a statement, he won't get a dunning message from PaperlessDoc. With other electronic patient statement programs, when you click to create the batch of statements, it adds the graphics to the statements on your computer, a very slow process. This is one reason other programs take so long. PaperlessDoc sends only the information much quicker, and the clearinghouse adds the graphics. Our patient statements are professional looking, blue in color, and have a tear-off coupon with a return envelope. We put the logos of the credit cards you take on the coupon so patients can put their number on the coupon and mail it back to you instead of interrupting you with a phone call. The back of the coupon asks for change of address and/or insurance. When you want to send the statements, you click on the PD icon. The setup screen is already done. You click Statements and Prepare. PaperlessDoc automatically goes to Statement Manager and creates the new statements, then prepares the batch. You don't need to go to Statement Manager anymore. This report shows the statements in the batch. With other patient statement programs, if you want to review the statements before sending, you have to look at each statement on a separate page. PaperlessDoc's report has information for several statements on a page, making it much quicker to review. You can quickly browse through the report. It shows chart number and name of the patients in the batch, amount owed, and aging. At the bottom of the report, there's a count of the statements and total amounts. If there's a statement on the report you don't want to send for any reason, you can click on it and delete it. That statement will not be in the batch. There's no need to recreate the batch. When the batch is correct, you click Send. It automatically uploads the batch. You don't have to go to a website or log in or enter a password. PaperlessDoc has a follow-up report showing patients in the last batch of statements who haven't paid. It's easier to use than patient aging, which has old patients you've already stopped sending statements to and new charges that haven't gone out on statements yet. It has space for the doctor to indicate which ones he wants written off and which ones should be sent to collections. If there are insurance companies whose clients aren't supposed to get statements, like Medicaid and workers' comp, you can flag them so patients with those insurance companies won't get statements. Other electronic patient statement programs just save the time it takes to print and stuff the statements. PaperlessDoc saves much more of your time. Why spend time doing work PaperlessDoc can do for you? A doctor may offer patients the option to pay online. We put a link on the patient's statements so they can log in and pay online. The money goes directly into the doctor's bank account. We ask patients who pay online if they prefer to get statements by email. If so, we email their statements in the future and charge you less than the charge for printed ones. You send your statements to us the same way. You won't even know which patients are getting emailed statements. When patients get e-statements and pay online, the doctor gets paid much faster. Another time saver, we ask your patients if they want emailed statements. Another patient statement program asks you which patients want e-statements. The doctor gets to design his landing page with logo and other information such as contact info, FAQs, policies, payment options, etc. If the doctor agrees, patients can set up payment plans where their cards are automatically charged a certain amount each month until the balance is paid. You'll receive monthly statements showing how much each patient paid. We are planning to add automated payment posting for patient payments made online. Call Jennifer at 800-583-9257 for more details. 800-583-9257. I'll explain about our tiered pricing. You save when you send more than 1,000 statements in a month. If you have a billing service, ask about our billing service automation. Like a robot, PaperlessDoc's Night Train runs through the metadata folder, sending claims or statements, or downloading and posting ERAs for all practices without intervention. Thank you.